Okay, everybody, just doing a little setup first. Nobody here yet, anyways, but gonna bring in Annie and Mocha and probably Joka just to see how they react to the pool. It's about halfway full now, so we'll see what happens. Might be fun. So I'll let the pool fill up a little bit more, and we'll probably grab a few apples, and then Joka, Mocha, and Annie can come in. Should be fun. So I'll be back. I gotta go grab some stuff. Oh, we got one person here. Hello, Sparkles. And Missy. Well, there's 16 people here. Jeez, that went up fast. Okay, look, I'll be right back. I'm going to go grab apples and horses. And you guys can watch this live. We've already done this yesterday, which was a heck of a lot of fun. So the first time around is pretty cool, but I thought I'd let you guys check it out live today. It's smoking hot today. And anyways, I'll be back. Okay, we're missing the horses. They've gone all the way to the back. So I might have to encourage them up here. They're way over there. They're getting a bit of co-grooming done. Just can't give them too hard of a time, can we? Well, who's here? All right, so said hello to Sparkles and Missy. Hello. Who else we got? We've got Ministry. Before Legacy. Hello. Probably gonna say hello. Hello, Karen. Missy says, "How's everybody doing?" I'm doing great. Kiwi's here. Hello. Missy has a dog, a cat, 4 chickens. Wow. Smuggle's got a gecko, a snake, and 2 cats. I'm doing pretty good. It's hot today, so I thought maybe I put the pool out because Mocha didn't get a chance. She doesn't eat apples yet, but I also didn't really want to put her in with everybody, so I thought it might be trouble. So yeah, Bond Blue says I should patent the idea of bobbing for apples with horses. Yeah, that'd be neat. I don't know if I could do that. Yeah, I think everybody should do this. It's fun. That was a close kick for Momo. It sure was. But I'm pretty quick. I can see it coming. Diana's here. I mean, it's not good. Don't get me wrong. If I wasn't busy with other stuff, I would probably go and sort that out a little bit. Amy's here. Hello, Amy. And who else is here? I said hello to Diana. Okay, scrolling along. Michelle's here. Hello, Michelle. Life with Henry's here. Hello. Oh yeah, Amy, you're over in Alberta. Terry's here. We've got to try this. You should try it. It's fun. Those guys aren't going to come up, so I'm probably going to have to go and encourage them over a little bit. So let's zoom all the way out. I'm going to put the attention back on the pool, and yeah, I'm going to go get them. Well, by getting them, I'll just sort of encourage them up. Okay, we got 2. If Joka doesn't make it up, Mocha's gonna leave for sure. We'll see what happens. Mocha's gone to the back briefly. I think she'll come up. Oh. All right, let's zoom in just a smidge. See what happens. Yeah, Annie's fun. I won't bother to tell you guys what happens in tomorrow's video. Oh, here comes Joka. She's making her way up. A little bit. The internet connection died briefly, and they've gone to the back again. Okay, let me go. I'll bring them up. Okay, I got them up and I'm up. Because I had to drive them up here, they're a little bit worried that I might drive them again. So there you go. All right, we've got these three. They are going to be fun, I think. Yoka's the funnest. Not to be, not to ruin tomorrow's video at all, but yeah. But little Momo didn't have any chance to play in the pool yesterday, so here we are. I thought I'd put her in with the two that are kind of the funniest, and he's funny. Yoka's really neat, and so hopefully they'll be the best teachers for Mocha to check out this pool, because it's kind of weird. You're not going to find one of these in the wild. She's still trying to get some groomings from Joka, but Annie's in the way. I'm hoping Mocha will actually eat her first bit of apple. If somebody can smash one apart or something, or... Oh, she's in. I don't know how long my $30 pool is going to last, but hopefully long enough. Let's see what happens. Oh, I think Joka got one. She's really good at it, or she got really good at it. Oh, Mocha got in trouble. I think she got kicked pretty hard, actually. Let's go check on her. She says, "Ow! Walk it off." Oh, she's staying back because it's not the safest. No, I don't think Annie's going to let her in. In case anybody's worried for her, I know you guys are going to be worried. She's simply got a bit of a Charlie horse right now. I don't know if you can tell, but where she was kicked was sort of up on her thigh. And she's okay. So don't worry. Don't worry. But that's why Mocha was not in with everybody, because I definitely didn't want any more horses than need to be. So what I might do... what should we do? Should we... No, I don't think we should. I was thinking, should we kick Annie out and let Mocha come in? She's off to the side smelling something. Oh, Annie's in the pool. Yeah, you have to be careful with food and animals, or food and horses. I guess all animals maybe, but... Look at Yoka's just stick her whole nose in there, and that's how she gets all the apples. And Annie's learning. Hopefully she's learning. Life with Henry says, I'm the one that got kicked when I was a kid, and it knocked me out, but I still love horses. Wow, that must have really hurt. Kicks happen. Kicks happen amongst horses all the time. I couldn't think of it, a lot of people get kicked too. It's not unusual for horses. For people, it should be very unusual. We definitely don't want people getting kicked. Notice Mocha had a slight trip yesterday running with Annie. Is that just because she's learning to play? No, I don't know. Horses trip all the time. Definitely not unusual. Sometimes they just gauge the ground wrong, or don't quite have their legs underneath them for a particular thing. And not too unusual. Mocha's left. She's definitely not going to be part of this party. So we'll see what these two do. Bethany's here. Hello, Bethany. Red Belly's here. Will you be checking Annie's DNA? I hope so. I'll figure out how to do that. I know somebody who knows how to do it. So Sue's here. Hello, Sue. And so I'm going to check in. Chris says if they keep their hooves out of the pool, it should last a good while. Yeah, I hope so. Oh, Yoka's off. She says, I think I've eaten all the... Oh, no, there's still 2 apples in there. Oh, she's off to go and co-groom with Mocha a little bit, I guess. They're pretty happy together, those two. They do well. Way over there now. At the other end. And Annie's still working on the pool. There's just a couple of bits of apple left in there. Ooh, it's getting a bit windy. So I thought it might be kind of interesting to see how these 3 do. I'm going to go hassle the other 2 to come up just a little bit and see if they want to come more towards the pool or not. A lot of people actually, an interesting thing about the Annie giving Mocha a little kick there is a lot of people say that Joka is very motherly and she'll protect her all the time, and it just simply isn't the truth. And it's an interesting thing. She's very, very sort of motherly in a way when it comes to grooming, like way back there they are, right? Always together, they always kind of co-grooming. Vivian's here but has to go to bed. Okay, good night. But when it comes to sort of that protection process, it just doesn't exist. I've never seen it happen so far. If Joka ever comes in, she's coming in to get some groomings and to sort of co-groom. But protection just doesn't happen. I'm the only one who sort of protects Mocha. So, okay, well, we'll see what Annie does, and I'll go bug the other 2. I don't think they're going to make it over to the pool, but they seem to be pretty happy just co-grooming together. Topo says, my real name is Sandra. Hello, Sandra. Would Annie be jealous or feel like she's being punished if you remove her? I think she would not be either of those. I don't think horses understand punishment other than immediate. It's really hard to teach a horse anything by doing something like that. They sort of just live in the moment, I think. As for jealousy, I think that she would just think, I want to get some food. I want to be in there and get food. I don't know if jealous is a real human thing. Um, Constance says, I forgot that horses not breathe through their mouths. Can they close their nostrils when submerged underwater? Well, you guys are going to find out really soon. It's fascinating. Yes, horses can get water up their noses. I've got some fantastic footage of that happening. Something actually I learned brand new. Sandy's here. Hello, Sandy. Yeah, it's fascinating stuff. They can hold their breath. They can put their noses all the way underwater. And yes, they do not breathe through their mouth. But yeah, tomorrow's video is going to be good. And then there'll be a short as well up tomorrow that I think you guys will enjoy. But for now, I thought I'd just see how these three do. But I think, you know, if we wanted Mocha to play in the water. Hello, Amanda. I wonder if we should. There's no water in the upper bucket. Actually, Annie already tipped it all the way over, and so it's bone dry. And so little Momo is not going to get a drop of water out of there. She's got to come over to the pool where the big girls are hanging out, which she might not be so inclined to do. Oh, here she comes. Give it another try. This type of growth is good for her. I mean, uh-oh, Annie's coming over. Run, Momo. Hey! Just leave her. See, I gotta go into protection mode a little bit. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna make a friend with Momo for a second, and then I'll see if I can get her to the water. Okay, I've made a friend here. As you can see, let's twist around the other way. So here's my friend. And so now that I've got her with me, why is Annie saying get out? Well, Annie wants all the food. Horses don't care about other horses. They just want everything. So that's how that works. Okay, so what do I do? Okay, move out of the way there. Let's go back here. And then, and he's in the pool already. What a monkey. Okay, I lost my shadow. She's wandered off while I ignored her. So, Oh, she's taking off, so Yoka's gonna go cut her off. And co-groom. Figures. And he's playing with the pool. She's chewing on it. Hey! A clap. probably tastes like apple. She's like, this pool tastes wonderful. I'm going to chew on it. It's plastic. Oh, maybe Annie's funny to watch. Let's just, hey, don't chew on my pool. Another clap. Oh, she got out of there nicely. Thank goodness. And cracked the sides. Okay, so she's out. That's good. Okay. I'll focus on the pool here, and let's see if we can get Mocha and Joka to come over, and I'll cut Annie out for now. Yes, let's do that. Oh, what are you gonna do, eh? Joka won't protect her little friend. Annie's a turd. We might have to really properly sort her out. Oh, she's gonna wreck my pool. Okay, tell you what. Let's take Annie out, and you guys can watch them co-groom a little, and then we'll see. I really want Momo to play in the pool a little bit. Oh, Annie, you're not very friendly. Okay, Annie's back for now. Let's focus back on the pool and send these guys up. Okay, that's better. So let's see what Mocha does. Yoka's a little friendlier when it comes to sharing food, I guess. Oh, she's leaving. Just never know what's going to happen. Try some stuff out and you think, yeah, this will work. And it doesn't. She's not even going to come over. Oh, it's just co-grooming. No water required. These two are very interesting. The majority of the time that they are together, they spend together kind of on this. Oh, here we go. All right. Quick, hop in, roll around. Oh, Jesus. And so she does. So hopefully a little bit she'll start to think about sort of that smell or taste of apple. What's coming to me? Nope, just going the other way. Passing by. So maybe the pool isn't a hit with Mocha. She says, I don't care about swimming pools. Water tastes funny, I don't like it. This place sucks. Imagine that. And she just leaves. It's like, well, I'm out. And then Joka follows her. Just best friends. So there you go. I guess that'll be kind of it when it comes to playing in the pool for these three. I thought Mocha would have a little bit more fun in there, but she didn't. Lead belly. Annie looked ridiculous charging Momo with her legs in the water. Yeah, a little silly. Kind of dangerous. Something we want to think about, as I've kind of said all along, that I am her protector. Nobody else is. Joka didn't protect her. She knows what's happening. And you kind of think, how come? How come she doesn't try to protect her? They're such good friends. They get along really well. Fantastically well, for the most part. There's no trouble between them. I think Mocha's kind of pushy. I think she pushes her boundaries quite a bit, as you saw in the very beginning, where she tried to kick out at me. And so she's got the little tendencies in her brain that just still haven't, she's not received enough kicks from other horses, or she hasn't been chased down perhaps, and those kinds of things. So I think that as she grows and learns, and it's not like Joka hasn't told her off a few times as well, so that's been really good for her. But of course, this co-grooming, this socialization, the ability to communicate back and forth with another of their own species is really beneficial. I mean, obviously, humans can do a lot. Everybody's always hanging out with her and brushing her, and she follows so many people around. Amanda says, teaching Mocha to stand up for herself, maybe, but she's just not strong enough. And Annie's a year older and quite fast and powerful now, and so I think learning to move, learning to leave, learning to be part of the herd in a way that is amicable, non-confrontational is also a good thing. It doesn't have to be about fighting back, standing up for yourself, or defending per se. You can just leave, and that's something I actually tell my daughter all the time. In fact, if any lesson could be, if Yoka's teaching that lesson, then I 100% approve. And I always say to her, if ever anybody wants to get in a fight with you, just walk away. If you can't walk, start running. There's no reason to be in a fight. None at all. It's pride. Are your teeth worth your pride? Is your vision worth your pride? Any of your body parts worth your pride? It isn't. So maybe, just maybe, that's really anthropomorphizing, but perhaps there's something to be said to where Joka says, well, then leave. And he's telling you to leave, so leave. I'm not going to step in the middle. You guys sort it out. Like siblings, like you guys figure it out. I'm not going to manage every squabble that you guys get into. And if Mocha thinks that she can just kind of put her butt to another horse, and that'll be enough to not get booted, well, now today she learned that it isn't. And and she's not hurt for it. Horses are pretty good about smacking parts that are smackable. So, um, she's fine. She had a Charlie horse for it. Not that it's funny, but I remember getting lots of Charlie horses, so I think it's funny because I got lots of Charlie horses, and you can't walk around so well after. Back when I was a youngin', we'd give each other Charlie horses, and you'd limp around for a little while. It's a lot like that. Um, she's walking and trotting out just fine now. So, Missy says, I say that all the time to my kids, not going to manage your arguments. It's true. And I have the same. Now we're going to get into a parenting conversation. Does anybody want to hear? But why not? I have the same thing. My daughter gets in, minor, normal, discussions, arguments with her friends. And then sometimes she sort of relies on me to, step in the middle a little bit, provide some tools for the both of them, how to apologize, or how to just how to be a friend, how to think about being a friend, and how to be a friend to the other person. In this case, horse. Doesn't work that way for horses so well, though, does it? But in kids and adults, we're all just looking to try to get along as best as possible. And yes, guidance, not solve the problem. It's true, yes. Patience and empathy, understanding the other side. There's a saying that I always say that, if you're mad, it's because you're sad. Mad comes from sad. And that's real. If you probably think of any of the times you were mad, other than maybe cut off in traffic or something. But if you got in an argument with somebody and you got mad, it's probably because you were sad. And so when I tell them both that, I say, how do you feel right now? Mad. Well, what does it come from and why? And you sort of work them through those with the tools to become better people for the future, rather than saying, okay, shake hands, walk away. That's a solution. It's not a good one. But if you say you feel sad, and they'll say, and more often than not, they might start to put out a couple of tears because you acknowledge that sadness. We're getting far into the weeds, aren't we? Really far into the weeds. Either way, the point is, give them tools. Hopefully the horses, Mocha has got another tool in her toolbox. Yoka's chewing on her kick. Did she get kicked on that side? I can't remember which side it was. She might have. I can't remember which side it was. One leg or the other. Left or right? Beth says, babies have to learn the way of the herd. She learned all about herd dynamics in shorter, many lessons I learned the hard way, but those are lessons that stick with you for life. They could. Yeah. They could. She got hit in the left? Okay, so that's where Mocha was Yoka was giving a little pressure, and then Mocha moved away. So, see, that's interesting. I think about that grooming process all the time. Lead belly, thank you. Left side, got it. I think about that grooming process all the time, constantly, every single day. And horses chit-chat an awful lot when grooming. So I watch the grooming process. We can't really see them. My internet won't carry us all the way over there, so we're stuck up here at the top of the arena. Unless I move them up again. Could probably do that. But the point is that when we watch them, we watch their eyes, their ears, their body movement, when they want to switch sides, which one goes to which side at what point on what section of the body, so on and so forth. And so there, when Yoka was sort of nudging the spot or around the spot where she get kicked, it probably is kind of bruised. She's probably thinking, nah, don't touch there. Don't bite right now. It's ouchy. And she moves away. And I think about that grooming process with domestics or wildies, and how I like to never tie them up so that they could let me know that they're not comfortable with a particular grooming spot. And I find that valuable. I think it's invaluable. So, funny thing, every time Mocha goes to leave, Yoka will give her a little bite on the butt. She'll bite her on the butt if she leaves. Robin's here. Hello, Robin. Yes, Joka has, so according to what we've heard, she's had 2. So that's the reason I put Mocha in with Joka first, a long time ago when she first came here, is that I knew that if there were any of those sort of baby behaviors that were going to exhibit themselves, the one horse that could probably properly diagnose or figure it out or establish, establish what it could possibly mean would be Joka, and then she would be able to give, and clearly still is giving, the attention that she wants. Now it makes me wonder, I think about this, Mocha doesn't really do her requests for grooming with the other horses very much. Very, very little. It's all mostly Joka because she accommodates the most. And so I wonder if that little bit of baby behavior that's sort of left over will sort of persevere a little longer because Joka accommodates. Is that a good or a bad thing? It's hard to say. From this angle, it looks like Joka. Yeah, my angle too. Just 3 legs. Yeah. Porsche 911X says, how's Dave doing? He's great. He was out today, actually. I think, yeah. It's funny. When it comes to these two, when they go to groom, because I'm always trying to figure out the best spots to groom. I think that's the fastest way to a horse's heart, I guess you could say. I've observed them as taking that as the fastest route. These two have made the fastest friends due to really, really good co-grooming. And so when I watch them, I think, what is Joka doing? Where is she reaching? Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, they keep switching sides. So that's probably what these two are going to get up to for a little bit. The swimming pool is all alonesies now, and I put Annie in for nothing, maybe. Yeah, her and Lena are chitty-chatting. They're just talking beside each other. So what I'll probably do pretty soon, I'll let these two co-groom for a little while because I think it's good for Mocha, and then try the other horses out here, probably without her. I don't know. Maybe I'll split them up. How's Mocha's hernia doing? That's a fantastic question. It is really, really small. I have to reassess with my vet one more time, I think. He was going to talk to a specialist on the issue because it's surgery, and while he can do surgery, he knows somebody who's better at it. And, you know, that's fine. So we were going to give it a week to 2 weeks or so, and now it's been, I think, 3 weeks. And it is really tiny, and it's probably the size of maybe, you know, a couple of marbles, which is fantastic. It's gone down really, really small. So there may be no need to do surgery. That's just me. Don't even listen to me. I don't know anything. But we'll see. Anyhow, I think we're going to leave it at that. Yeah. And sometimes zoom in a little. Sometimes when they get like this, they just don't do anything interesting anymore, and so there's not really much to talk about. But I'll find out soon. I've got to get a hold of my vet in the next couple of days. So I'll talk to him again about it just to be sure. but hopefully no surgery, because I mean, just having him out for when he was out was enough. Cost wise, and surgery I would expect to be probably $1,000. So it already cost $1,000 to have all that other stuff done, so another 1,000 maybe. But if not, then monitor. I mean, she's not the worst for wear. There's nothing wrong with her. She doesn't have any infection anymore. All that kind of stuff is all cleared up, which is really good. Very happy about that. Let me just, I'll just quickly wander through the oh, they're leaving each other. Mocha's leaving. Oh, she's going back. She says, not one more itchy spot. Robin says, is there a standard amount of time horses groom one another for? Is it based off how close they are to one another as friends will groom longer? Oh, that's a fantastic question. From my observations, absolutely. Friends will groom much longer than non-friends. Like, for example, if we take Joka and Mr. Wild, they'll co-groom, but they're not as close as they could be. Will it make them closer? I think so. If we take, let's see, Gracie and Lena, they'll co-groom for a long time because they're quite close. They've been around each other for an awful long time. So if we take Luke and neither of the boys will co-groom. Luke will co-groom with Joka, which usually goes for a pretty good amount of time. Lena for a pretty good amount of time. A little bit of Annie, a little bit of Mocha. So I think it just varies. I think they're all different. Beth says, we'll be watching to see if it stays the same. Me too. I'm keeping a close eye on it. Take pictures, things like that for monitoring. Topo, which is Sandra, has become a Carrot member. Thanks for becoming a Carrot member. That's wonderful. It's excellent when people become members. And remember to check in the community section of the channel, because there's more stuff in there. So I put up a bit of extras here and there for members. Amy's making supper for kids. Excellent. Constance says, your horses do not seem to drool, but I know they must drool. Is it their breeds? Nope, horses don't drool. If your horse is drooling, I'd expect... What do you mean, drooling while co-grooming? They definitely do. Normally, no, horses don't drool. It's really weird. Maybe not really weird, but kind of weird. Beth says she'll help out if that's the way it goes. Thanks, Beth. I'm hoping it won't. I really don't I don't want it to go that way. Yeah. More co-grooming for these two. Why do they have to be way at the back? Why can't they come to the front? Michael says, I'll help too if surgery is needed. Thank you. Has Momo seen any deer? Oh, funny you should ask that. I believe so, because yesterday there were 3 deer here on the property, and they're always here. I always see tracks in the sand and stuff like that, and I might not see them, so I'm sure she has. She probably thinks nothing about it. Sandy says she'll pitch in. Thank you very much. Guys, I'll let you guys know. I mean, certainly don't. But we do have some more bracelets coming too for a bit of a fundraiser, and trying to put together another fundraiser maybe the next couple of weeks. Gonna have to get hay again soon. It really helps out. You're welcome. You love your work. Thanks. So yeah, these guys are probably just going to, oh, her left side, right? Yeah, Joka seems to be sort of nudging that, and she's not moving. Really chomping on her now. Do you think I can get them back up to the front? Maybe we can get them back up to the front. Let's zoom. Look at how far away they are. That's how far away they are. Okay, so I'm going to come down the right-hand side, and then what I'll do is I'll see if I can get them to come up. take a look. I got a little bit more time before I got to do some stuff. So we'll sit on a live stream though. I'll go get them. Well, I got them up. And then they're gone. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them play. Off they go. Interesting, eh? Oh well, that's the way it goes. And there they are, just co-grooming again. Oh, what's this? A $10 thank you from Porsche 911X. Thank you very much. Momo's playing in the pool like Annie. It's true. A lot of horses will play in water quite a bit. If we ever get back to the local parks and stuff like that, when we go down to the rivers, the horses will always splash in there and have a lot of fun. Shiny Ivani is here. Hello. Constance says, I like to see a slow motion of Mocha getting kicked by Annie and how it was more of a spank than a vicious attack. Well, definitely not a vicious attack. I don't know about a spank. It was a decent kick, I guess. And I mean, she told Mocha about 3 or 4 times to go away, and she didn't. So at that point, feet go flying. But it's a good lesson. And she's none the worse for wear. funny horses don't say ouch, isn't it? If you think about it. You never hear them say something like humans do, where we say ouch. There's no horsey equivalent to that. I wonder why. I mean, dogs will yip, right? And cats do anything? Cats get hurt? Do they do anything? I don't think so. Horses do nothing. So this is it. Tomorrow's video will be more fun. I thought this would be a little bit interesting, but it turns out playing in the water is just not as exciting as it could be. Instead, they just wander off. So Missy says they meow really loud. Cat gets hurt, they meow loud. Meow. I guess so, yeah. Maybe so, right? Horses don't make a sound. Cows do, right? Cows will bawl, as they call it. If a horse is really hurting, I think that they do make a noise. Kind of like a cow. But I've never heard a horse make a noise once kicked or bit really hard. Yeah, wonder why. It's not something that occurs to them. Lead Belly says cats don't show pain because they're solitary animals. Huh, really? I guess I haven't really looked at it enough. Missy says maybe because they're prey animals, they don't make a sound. I don't know. Oh, Yoka's pushing Mocha away a little bit. Mocha's probably being a little pesky. And Yoka's already got a mouthful of Mocha hair. She's almost shed out. You'd not know it from this distance, but she's getting there. Constance says, I don't believe horses hold grudges. Mocha and Annie have moved on. They live in the present only. Yeah, there's no grudges. I mean, I've seen horses get a form of revenge. I don't know if I'd call it revenge, but or payback. I think it's more of, for example, Luke has kicked Roni in the chest one time, and so Roni got pretty upset by that and chased him down, and properly chased him down. But once it was sorted, like he didn't kick him or bite him, but he just chased him down, left, right, and then stopped, and that was that. So I think it's, and then that's that. So yeah, no, horses definitely don't hold grudges. But how do they sort it from there is always my question. Constance says, Mocha got kicked in the right. Well, two other people said left. Which one? What is it? I thought it was, I don't know which side it was. I guess I'd have to think on it. I guess she was facing south, so Annie would have, or was she? Yeah, because when she left, the hurting leg was to us, or was it? Somebody rewind the video and figure it out. Was that a hierarchy thing? Yes, Sandra, it's a hierarchy thing for sure. Especially around food, which is why I don't put food in here. Some people have asked me to put food in. And the only thing I've done so far is that ball. But I'm really resistant to putting food in here. So I think it helped that it was a sort of a scary food object. But if I were to have a bale of hay in here or something, it'd just be not good. It would be an argument until whoever was arguing the most was full enough, and then they'd let in the next horse, sort of thing. And that's definitely hierarchy. Water, food, grooming, friends, sort of an ownership of thing or a place. More often than not, it's just food and water. Where Rat says, hello. I agree with the opinion that animal that is prey, you're not going to make a noise. So it was her right leg, was it? Okay. Oh, they've gone out of frame. So I wasn't paying attention. The YouTube app has got a bug in it, and sooner or later it stops showing the text for chat, so I have to use my other device here to check out the chats. That is interesting. Yeah, that's a good... Yeah, as a prey animal, you might make a noise if it's a really bad wound so that you can warn the others. But if it isn't, then just be quiet and don't indicate that you're injured. But you can see now she's walking just fine. No problems. The right leg too, right? Yeah, no, it's tracking really well. How are the fish? I don't know. I haven't seen them. So I'm worried that there are actually enough predators around here that just eat them before I can see them. We do have some ducks that come in. We've seen some garter snakes hanging around. And once in a while there's a crane that comes flying through. So, yeah. Probably all chewed up, which isn't good because I don't want mosquitoes. Here they come. Here come my little horses. They're just waiting there now. So, I think, what should we do? Should we leave it at that? Not too many questions today. I've been trying to get the questions in the comments, but you guys leave a lot of comments. So it's not easy getting to all of them. I'm trying. They're moving up. Hello, Momo. It's coming up for a drink of water, maybe. Maybe a quick splash. Like Annie, she's a splasher. They're coming. Oh, that's it. She says, this smells too much like weird fruit. So she's going to the other one, which is empty, because Annie tipped it over. Would Mocha follow me on the trails without a lead rope? I've been tempted to try it. Yep. I think I might be able to. If I took her around enough and sort of just got her thinking a lot about hanging around with me, then I think she might. Where's the water? There isn't any. It's empty. I'll have to fill that thing back up. So I might give it a go. Like same thing I did with Gracie, where I just sort of let her go. And I thought, well, we'll see if you make it back up. I mean, they can't really go anywhere anyways, and they're not going to. It'd be very, very unusual for a horse to take off and leave the herd. So if I took one there with me, it'd be much, much, much more likely for them to just race back up into the herd where everybody is, and there's no way to get off the property really. Yeah, so I might give that a go. It's a good suggestion. Would it be risky if something spooked her? The pathways are pretty clear, so I'm thinking probably no. She'd probably just, yeah. Hello, you two. What can I help you with? You finally come to say hello? Hello, little Momo. because what's all this stuff? They finally come to hang out with us a little bit. Joka says no grooming. Let's keep walking. Search for water. Clean water. Uh-oh, the box of apples is right there. I don't think she can reach it. So would it be risky if something spooked her? The only thing that would really spook her, I suppose, would probably hearing a deer, maybe a bear, or one of the branches falling out of the trees. Those kinds of things happen. And that would be kind of spooky. She would just run off. I mean, maybe. Or she'd run to me. I don't know. Interesting thought. Yeah, I really wanted this free exploring thing to happen. I was hoping Annie would be a little more amicable towards it all. Not the case. And she won't drink that water. That's interesting. That is interesting. I had somebody suggest that I could cut apples up or carrots up into smaller pieces and feed them to Mocha, but it just doesn't work. She does not want apple or carrots. But doesn't mean we'll give up. If she sees Joka take an interest in it a little more, then she might. I think somebody dropped a tiny piece of apple there somewhere. Life with Henry says, I bet someone in your family wants to become a veterinarian. I don't think so. It's actually really hard to become a veterinarian, and there's no schools here in British Columbia. You have to travel across the country to go to vet school. It's kind of a pain. Oh, it's getting chewed on. Okay, well, let's call it at that. I think that's been pretty good. These guys have been very calm, quiet, social, very healthy, very, very, very good behaviors out of them. I'm very happy with this. Overall, could have been a little more fun, but tomorrow's video is fun, so it should be good. Guelph, yes, it is. There's one school over in Ontario. And then there's one in Saskatchewan, I think. So, Missy says, thank you. Oh, Dawn just arrived. You can rewatch it. Thank you guys for being here. Thanks everybody for being here and just watching, and Sandra for becoming a member. Porsche 911 for the $10. You guys are great. Hopefully it's been fun. Tomorrow's video will be better. And so I'll see you guys then. And hope you guys have a great day.